Hey boys, Clappy here. For the past few days, I've been away from my equipment, but I'm back to yell down your ears and infect your minds once again. As many of you already know, I've been following the drama to do with Carson and his associates closely, and as I've watched the group branch off into different paths, I've seen many stories and viewpoints from different creators arise. One shared opinion has been vocalized by a few content creators, but to stick to the most notable would be Josh, Conor, and Schlatt. Something echoed by streamer Ludwig was the opinions of these three individuals. I'll get back to how that ties to the Carson situation towards the end, or some point in the video, but to begin with Schlatt has made his viewpoints on parasocial relationships very vocal, something that has a lot of parallels with Twitter. In a video called Goodbye for Now, which you can find on a channel called The Weekly Schlatt publicised his views on how he despises the unhealthy relationship formed between him and certain viewers of the channel. How he avoids opening himself up on any platform, including Twitter, to keep people from obsessing over him to an unhealthy extent. Looking at his Twitter, it's just shitposts or pictures of his cat. This is to avoid personal details of his life being in the mind of people who just consume his content. As he said himself, he wants his content to be like a TV show. You're not there for the person, you're there to be entertained, and if it doesn't meet that standard, then you leave. A message that many people would agree with, but few would follow. Whilst you're on Twitter, have a gander at Josh's account. It's like a 15-year-old's bad political tweets, but well thought out and, mostly true. Then there's everything else, but let's not talk about that. Many people remember his tweet about stans, the one where Dream stupidly and childishly responded. It was a thread consisting of 9 tweets, expressing his frustration against stans all the way back in 2020. It discussed stan culture's mob mentality, but take a look at any of his other tweets and you'll see a similar attitude shared between them. Just today, he tweeted addressing his fan base on Twitch to hold off on comments about who is live and if his view count drops. This is echoed in his Twitch streams as well. Josh constantly criticizes the actions by his fans or just what he sees around him. Entire around 40-minute compilations have been made of just him talking about certain things to do with his fan base during his live streams. Conor does the same thing, just to a different extent and in different ways. Just recently, he got stuck in this stupid drama where Twitter consistently was calling him homophobic because of a tweet that was mocking Drake. Sorry, I mean certified lover boy. Conor doesn't back down from these sorts of things, instead criticizes the action of the communities on Twitter. Now, you may be asking, why would I bring any of this up and why any of this matters? Well, it's because of this argument I've seen and one that streamer Ludwig reminded me of. The argument was how these friends were quote-unquote driven out by Carson's group by Twitter just pressuring them. That they abandoned him because of pressure. You really believe that these three care about what people on Twitter have to say? The people who do nothing but talk shit about the hive mind of degenerates on Twitter. No, they left Carson because of the way he treated them. Or, hell, I have no clue what went through their heads. As Ludwig said, these misconceptions probably arose from people trying to act like they know everything. Just as I have no complete understanding. I have done a lot of research, sure, and have followed this topic closely, but even I have questions yet to be answered. But no, I do not believe that Carson's friends abandoned him. With what I've seen and documented on this channel, his friends had justifiable reason to distance themselves from him way earlier than they did. They did not go to Keemstar first thing. They, or at least Noah, tried to convince Carson to speak about this months before the interview occurred. That was after most of his friends attempted to help Carson through this situation. Anyway, hope that answers the question. I'll see you losers next time. Bye.